Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect out there. It's the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, and South Carolina. And this lesson is going to be a short one. This video is going to be a short one, but it's basically off of the premise of waiting on the Lord. Now, sometimes, we go through things, all right, and, this world can get heavy, and especially we're in the faith and we're in the know, and we have the wherewithal, it's lucky through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, to know that this place is collapsing as we speak. Okay, hey, call hello Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The time is 1:44 right now, but anyway, back to the point. Sometimes we can get kind of selfish and only think of us when this whole thing is bigger than ourselves. All right, this is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's show, and he's telling us to wait on him. Though it tarry, wait for it. All right, because he doesn't operate on the basis of time like we do. Like the scriptures say, one day to the Lord is 1,000 years to us. So even Yahushua, okay, he's in the heavens. This roughly happened 2.5 days ago, maybe 3 days ago. Or 2.5, 2 days is safe to say. 2,000 years, right? So without further ado, I'm going to start off with the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Woo! Hey, so man, the Lord is seething mad, and the only reason that we look at this place how we look at it is because Yahushua puts the spirit on us too, because basically we're an extension of Yahushua. So we hate this world. We hate how it was set up. We hate how it's ran. We hate who it's ran by. Okay, and sometimes things that happen, and brothers, we got a saying amongst the brotherhood that we almost out of here. Well, I can't wait to get up out this bitch, but we got to know. Okay, hey, we don't have 30 years left, 20 years left. All right, so I'm not saying that, but what if we got 2 years left? All right, are you just gonna drop everything and just give up, or are you gonna have patience in the Lord? Because having patience in the Lord is more than just merely waiting. I mean, well, it's more than just not crashing out, pretty much, right? So let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 12. And let's see. I wrote this down. Maybe it's Romans chapter 1. Nah, okay. Well, we're gonna go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and around verse 8. Yeah. Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh. So there you go. Okay. The Lord knows perfectly what he's doing, perfectly to the T, and that includes what? The amount of time that we're waiting. All right. It's going to be so perfect, and we can't see it right now because we're not perfect beings. Okay, so even with all these talks, war talks and everything like that, let me go back to Zephaniah, because that's explicitly talking about when the Lord returns. All right, Zephaniah 3 and 8, once again, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So with all these war talks going on, okay, brothers get excited. All right, with the India and Pakistan thing, with Russia, Ukraine, with China, everything like that. And it seems that, when we read these articles and we get excited, It's like, okay, hey, it's time. But we don't want to get too excited to the point where when things die down, like peace talks, they just talk peace and safety. Okay. They ceasefires and everything like that. And you can get down a little bit. To be honest, you're like, man, damn. I wanted this or I expected this. But look at the key word, I. Okay. Yeah, of course we want to get up out of here. We do not want to tarry in this place, man. We want the Lord to destroy this thing yesterday. But the thing is, we got to keep our bearings. All right, we got to do what we got to do in this walk to, keep a sane mind and not crash out or get offended in the Lord because he didn't come back or he didn't do things on your time, Verse 9, for then I will turn to a people of pure language that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with 1%. So, yeah, that was it on that. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk, all right, chapter 2. And this tells us right here. Habakkuk 2:1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So the Lord is telling us through the prophet and the scribe Habakkuk, to be patient. All right, to be patient because, hey, like I said, man, the Lord doesn't operate on our time. All right, he doesn't operate on the basis of 24 hours like we do, man. The Lord is infinite. Okay, so of course he created the days, but that's for us, man. All right, and in the kingdom of heaven, hey, a day is gonna feel like an eternity because it's gonna be actual eternity, and that's a hard, that's a deep concept to grasp too, like eternity, forever, ever, forever. But yeah, man, I didn't mean to ramble, but I say all that to say this: that the Lord's timing is perfect, and we just need to be patient. Okay, because it could be some things that's going to happen in the future, namely this year, that, might cause brothers to crash out. Like, okay, well, hey, so I'm about to, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, basically crash out. Brothers know what a crash out is. All right, and then suddenly it dies down. Oh, peace talks, this and that. And then you're sitting there looking crazy, all right, because you done did something off the handle because you thought that this was a time, that of World War III, or and hey, the scriptures say, man, in Matthew 24. Okay, I'll get that after this. Let me go to Habakkuk 3:1. I think that's hold on. Let's see. Yeah. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Sometimes that happens, man. Matthew 24. Let's see. Yep, Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So he was telling, basically the disciples that, hey, there's going to be, a couple more 1,000 years, all right, before, y'all get delivered. Because the disciples, they were hastening the time, which there is nothing wrong with hastening the time, Nothing wrong at all with hastening the time because the scriptures tell us to. But at the same time, we have to have control of that, all right? You don't want to crash out, make a decision that you regret. But then there's going to be a lot of Israelites that's going to do that, okay? And, not namely of, our fold of, GMS and Men of Valor, all right, because we are, umbrella of GMS. But you're going to have crash out Israelites that when something happens, a dirty NUKE or, a FF, false flag or something like that happens, Okay, you're gonna have a lot of Israelites that's gonna crash out because what, they don't have patience in the Lord, and they think that the end is now. Okay, might go start, off in ease. I'm not saying we're gonna do that, but it's I just see that through the Spirit happening. Okay, yep. And I'm gonna end it with this. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So we have to endure to the end. And, whatever that end may be. But we know that end is not going to come until this right here is implemented. All right. Now, when this is implemented, that's how we know that, the Lord is nigh. Like, this is going to happen. But this is not being mandated. The technology is here, but it's not being mandated. Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So this is a physical mark, physical implant. Okay, going down to the palisade, going down to the delivery system, or the snake fang, charagma, grapho, what's the other one? Charax, okay, which is a palisade. All right. So, when this happens, we know that the end is nigh, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had that mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For as the number of a man, his number is 666. And that's Shazah stigma. And it goes down, when you break it down, it goes into those words, those Greek words that I mentioned earlier. So that's how we know that it's a physical thing and not, sin or an embargo or whatever people saying it is to deceive the masses. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'm going to end it with that. Going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone on down. And peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect out there. This is the brother Yeshai signing out. Till next time.